Hello, my name is Whitney Estep with National Solutions, and welcome to the Foursquare Resort. Like all wonderful resorts, Foursquare offers extensive amenities, including a luxurious first-class spa. In addition to the extensive menu of services, we also offer daily hands-on activities. Today, we will be making an exfoliating sugar scrub. First, you will need a bowl and a whisk, a carrier oil, I prefer grapeseed oil, sugar, I prefer organic pure cane sugar, a certified therapeutic essential oil. I love Citrus Bliss. It is uplifting, it freshens the atmosphere, it smells amazing. And you will also need a little spoon. Like most of us these days, we are washing our hands so much more than normal, and our hands might be dry or chapped, so this is the perfect solution for you, and you can make this at home. It's also great for the colder months, and you can also use it all over your body. I do recommend not using it on your face because it could be too abrasive for different sensitivity levels. So first we're going to take our bowl and add a little bit of our sugar. And then we are going to add our grapeseed oil, our carrier oil. And then you're going to take your whisk and mix it up really nice. You can see this. Sometimes you might need to add a little bit more oil or a little bit more sugar. I'm going to be adding more sugar to the mixture. And then you're going to take your oil. I like to overdose, so I'm going to be using a lot of drops, if you can see this kind of falling down. And then you're going to mix it up really nice until you kind of get like a thick mixture right here. And it smells amazing, by the way. So it's very uplifting. And again, it freshens your atmosphere. So we all need a little bit of that in these times. What you're gonna do is just take a little dollop of it and you're gonna massage it all over your hands. It feels amazing until you see a little bit of this glisten. You can see that on the camera. And because I don't have a sink right next to me, I do have a damp towel ready to go. And I'm just gonna kind of take some of that sugar off with a nice clean cloth. My hands feel amazing, they smell amazing. Don't forget to seal it with a nice moisturizing cream. And again, don't use this on your face, it could be too abrasive. If you'd like to know more, you can email me at whitney.estep@nationalsolutions.com and I'll be happy to give you this recipe. So thank you so much for coming to the creation class at the Foursquare Spa today. Before heading to dinner later on at any of our amazing restaurants, everything from resort casual all the way to fine dining with a Michelin chef, I'm going to turn this over to our signature tiki bar with our world-renowned mixologist team featuring Julie Kaufman. Julie, thank you.
Thank you, Whitney, and welcome to the signature tiki bar at our Foursquare Resort. Since my specialty is opening a bottle of wine, I'm going to turn this portion over to our in-house mixologist, Christian, who's going to be mixing up something special for you to enjoy at home.
Hello, ladies. How are we doing today?
Very well.
Great. So what I prepared for us today is a cocktail that I like to call the Willa. It's essentially a lavender lemon gin martini. It's super refreshing. It'll remind you of the days when you could go outside and you could socialize with your friends and actually get close and, you know, be social.
Yes.
So what you'll need is a nice gin. I like a bougier gin so that you can taste the like freshly foraged botanicals, especially with an herbaceous cocktail like this. You want something that is going to complement the flavor profile of the cocktail. So this is a Glendalough. This was kind of a, they didn't have botanist, but this is excellent as well. I would stay away from like Tanqueray or Beefeater because we're like bougie with our cocktails. cocktails. You will you will also require some fresh squeezed lemon juice. Don't use the store-bought. Squeeze it yourself. It takes 2 seconds and it's totally worth it. And then lastly, this is a lavender simple syrup. I know that sounds like a little stressful for those of us at home, but it's really, really simple. All you need is a cup of water, a cup of sugar, bring it to a low simmer on the stove, and then add a little dried lavender flower, which is a very easy thing to find. If you can't find it yourself, just look Julie up and she'll buy it for you on Amazon. That's what I did. So basically you let it simmer for about 10 minutes and then let it cool and rest for about 30 and then strain out the lavender flowers and you have a really potent, simple syrup. So before making the cocktail itself, we're gonna prep the glasses just a little bit. Why don't you do yours as well? So this is a tray just with like a ½ inch of water in it. You're gonna dip just half of the rim of the martini glass and shake off the excess water. And then dip it into a little bowl full of those dried lavender flowers that you'll already have because you made the simple syrup. So the idea is that you get a rim of the lavender flowers so that as you take a drink, you kind of get the aroma of the lavender itself. And then we'll set those glasses aside. Beautiful job.
Thank you.
World-renowned mixologist Julie Kaufman. So first you're gonna take your shaker and fill it with ice. And despite what every Midwestern housewife will tell you, these tongs do nothing for ice. So I'm gonna be real barbaric and just kind of pour my ice into the shaker. Sorry, Anna Garden. So then you're gonna take your gin. And since I'm making 2, it'll be like a double batch recipe, but it's 1.5 ounces of gin, 3 for us, because
For the singles.
right, of course. So there's your 1.5 ounces. Ooh, we got a little excited with that one, but we're luscious, so watch it for the Then the lemon juice, it's 1 ounce each. Obviously for us, 2 ounces. I've already measured that out, so we're all good to go. And then for the lavender simple syrup, it's 3/4 of 1 ounce. Again, this is 1.5 ounces. Just jealous. And then I'm gonna pass this over to, again, world-renowned mixologist Julie Kaufman to give that a good shake. And you kind of want it to the point where you can't hold it anymore. That's when you know it's like really good and cold, and those ice chips are gonna float to the top.
Okay.
And then you pour.
Look at that color. It's beautiful.
Beautiful blush color. It's going to be a really nice, light, and refreshing cocktail that you can share with your quarantine family.
Cheers, Christian.
Cheers, Julie.
And here's to good health and good news. Cheers, everybody. And now we're gonna travel on to Kate's kitchen and enjoy.
Thank you. So here we are in Kate's kitchen, where fine dining gets really casual, really fast. Today I'm going to be showing you all how to make a very non-traditional shrimp scampi dish. So I have already gone ahead and started to heat up my oil. I have a plate of peeled, deveined shrimp. I'm going to season that with salt and pepper. In this pan earlier, I had already, bear with me, sauteed a lot of sliced garlic, and so it's nice and crispy, something I snack on throughout the process. But here we have the pan of the garlic infused oil. You want to save your sliced garlic. And I always start with putting the shrimp seasoned side down into the hot oil pan. Don't know if you can hear the sizzle, but it's happening. From here, you have 2 other main ingredients, Italian breadcrumbs and the Kenwell family tradition of this non-traditional shrimp scampi, dry onion soup mix, and that will come into play in just a minute. So while the shrimp is cooking on one side, I also have a pot of boiling water, heavily seasoned with salt, off to the other side. Give that a minute. Come closer. My sous chef is helping me here. A little bit of splatter. There I can. I will be sharing this recipe on my work-related Instagram account, which is arcceramics_DC_Kate, as well as I will share it with our NEWHDC Metro Instagram account in case you want to use this recipe at another time during quarantine. Things that I always keep on hand in my house are pasta, frozen shrimp, Italian breadcrumbs, and Parmesan cheese. Good Parmesan cheese. And of course, lots of garlic. So we're at the stage where the shrimp has partially cooked. I'm going to take my Italian seasoning breadcrumbs and lightly sprinkle it into the pan. This is where it becomes very non-traditional. Give that a good swirl. I'm going to toss the shrimp a little bit. Next up, I always use a coffee mug, but it is a dry onion soup mix full of water that I just heated up in the microwave. Now, normally you don't want to add water to hot oil. However, the breadcrumbs have helped with this, so it shouldn't be splattering too much. So you can see here, I have the shrimp in the garlic infused oil, the Italian breadcrumbs, and the Lipton onion soup mix. I'm going to pull the shrimp out here in just a minute and reserve that for another moment. Normally when I'm making this dish, I have about 8 to 10 shrimp per person. And I would preheat the oven to keep the shrimp slightly warm, not overcooking it, while I do this next step. Setting the shrimp aside. Now I'm going to take the pasta, which I had previously boiled earlier, cooked. Come with me to my kitchen sink. This is almost like the steam treatment you can get at our Foursquare Resort and Spa. Toss the pasta. For this dish, I like to use a long noodle like a linguine. We're going to take that right over to the sauce and toss it into the same pan. This meal really comes together very quickly. Your pasta is normally very al dente at this part. You almost don't want to cook it fully. Give it a toss in the sauce, and we're ready to plate. Start with some pasta. I always like to scoop out a little extra of the sauce. Moving that off the heat. Coming over to our plating area. Here's where our crispy garlic chips come back into play. I garnish the pasta with the garlic chips. We're just gonna slide the shrimp back into the bowl. And the final step, and I know this is also sometimes non-traditional, a nice shred of freshly grated Parmesan cheese. There you have it, a very non-traditional shrimp scampi dish, brought to you by Kate Walder with Architectural Ceramics. Thank you so much for joining us here at the Foursquare Resort, Kate's Kitchen. And I'm gonna pass it off to Kim Swanson for some lovely entertainment in our lounge. Thank you.
Hey, Kate, thanks for that. And Julie and mixologist, thanks for the wonderful drinks. And Whitney, I can't wait to try the scrubs. These are all fun. So we just threw together a little song. Kudos to the whole team, especially Julie Kaufman, who wrote most of these lyrics. And sing along, you'll know it. Most of it. Sing along with the chorus. How about that? Here's Here's a little parody we wrote. Just don't listen to all my notes. Don't worry. Be happy. Stuck at home with husband and kids. 8 more weeks gonna blow a lid. Don't worry. Be happy. Ready? Don't worry. Be happy. Don't worry, be happy. Low on wine, TP and more. Got my mask to go to the store. Don't worry. Be happy. But we gotta stay 6 feet apart or get my groceries from Instacart. Don't worry. Be happy. Don't worry. No worrying now, you hear me? Pose in front of my webcam, loading stories to Instagram. Don't worry. Be happy. Always socializing on Zoom. Can't wait to be in the same room. Don't worry. Be happy. Don't worry. Be happy. Don't worry, be happy. Fuzzy slippers are what I wear. Yoga pants, don't brush my hair. Don't worry. Be happy. It's okay if your boots look bad. We've heard it's the next big fad. Don't worry. Be happy. Don't worry, be happy. Don't worry. You'll be complaining soon about all our travel. How about a bad office coffee? Office politics? Sitting in traffic? Please. Don't worry. And here's our last one. Stay healthy.
Yes.
Don't worry, stay healthy. All right. Woo-hoo! Thanks.
Woo, stay healthy.
Thank you, everyone.
Thank
Cheers
you.
to health and happiness.
We love you all. We're going to give you a big Zoom hug from our group.